Hello Webkinz fans and plushie fans. This is Webkinz here, and today I'm going to be doing my first ever comparison video of the Webkinz signatures and Webkinz looks-alikes, because I know a lot of yous get scammed sometimes when it comes to lookalikes, so today I'm going to try and help you out as much as possible between the signatures and the lookalikes. So first up we have is the three Huskies. As you can see, I'm going to give you a closer look of them. We have the laying down version. This one was created by Carl Dick, produced for Unitoys. As you can see, this one is laying down. So if you see one laying down like this, it's most definitely not the signature. You can actually tell by the face too. You see how the signature one here, that when you look at its face, you can see the line goes down more. This one, the line does not go down all the way to its muzzle as much, but this one does. Sorry if my camera's not focusing, but as you can see, yeah, this one goes down more, this one does not. I know this one can be possibly a little tricky sometimes, but you could tell that it lays down, and the tag says Unitoys. Next up we have here, along with my signature Husky, is the Faithful Friend Siberian Husky. If you get a closer look, this one has more of a hair brushing on it. See how it's fatter, and it also doesn't go all the way down to the muzzle as much as this one does. So yeah, this one has a more fatter one. You actually see, I think the nose is a little different too. The face is a little more different. And you can also tell by their legs, if I can give you a closer look. See how this one is more like, this one's more fluffy, but the legs are not as fluffy. This one has more fluffier legs. Hopefully you guys can see this clearly. See how this one's got fluffy legs? You can most definitely tell this is not a signature. The signatures don't have fluffy legs like this. I think that goes for all Webkinz signatures. I could be wrong. I think it depends, but this one, the Siberian Husky, does not have fluffy legs. Your Siberian Husky will actually show you a little bit of white spots. See how it shows here and here. As for the Faithful Friend Siberian Husky, you don't really see it that much on this one. It's really well made, but you don't really see that many spots on it. So next up we have is the three foxes. One of these, yes, is the signature. The one on this side is the Living Nature, and the one on this side is the Unitoys one. So we're gonna start with the Living Nature one first. Alright, so if you look closely at these two foxes here, you can obviously see the signature is smaller. That's why they call it the signature small red fox. And you can actually see that the colors on this one is more darker compared to this one. This one is also bigger. See the size? This one's obviously bigger with lighter colors. There's its Living Nature tag. And this one's got its GANS tag. I know scammers might not always show you the tags, but just in case, at least you'll know. And if you look closely, I believe this one looks like it has light brown on its paws. It looks like it's light brown right here, all over the paws. This one is all black. And there's its W. I don't really take off the codes much, but hopefully that was able to help you. Yeah, this one's darker compared to this one. This one is bigger. So hopefully this one helps you to know the difference between these two. This one obviously has brown on the ears. If I can give you a close look. The ears, yeah, they look brownish to me. The tail, it's actually longer compared to this one. If I can show you right here real quick. Yeah, this one's got a longer tail. It's a lot bigger. This one's got a smaller tail. Next up is the signature small red fox along with the Unitoys red fox. This one might be a little bit harder to tell because of the coloring, but as you can see, if you look closely at the muzzles, it's kind of hard to get my camera to focus, I'm sorry. If you look closely at the muzzles, see how this one doesn't have lines on the sides? There's like no black lines on its sides. This one, the Unitoys small red fox, actually does. Right here, if my camera would focus. Yeah, right here. And on the other side as well. And I think the coloring on the ears are a little different compared to the other one. Yeah, the signature one's darker. This one is lighter. I really need to get a stand because I don't know how most you Webkinz fans are able to do these kind of things. My camera has trouble focusing. So if you can let me comment section down below on how to fix this type of problem, I would really appreciate it. Sorry for getting off topic, but yeah, if you see closely at the ears, this one's a little bit more lighter than the other one. So if you're looking for Webkinz signatures to purchase off eBay or Mercari, you just want to take a really close look at them before you make a purchase. And I noticed this one's line on the back, how it was made, it seems to show more than the signature. I could be wrong. The line on the back. Yeah, this one's a little more noticeable than this one's. I could be wrong though. Now the tails, if they show you the back of the pictures, shouldn't be hard for you guys to tell because this one's got a white tail tip, while this one has a black tail tip. So I let you look at them both real quick. This one will be an obvious way for you guys to tell when you're going to purchase a signature small red fox. The tail will most definitely help give it away. I think their paws are different too. I could be wrong. Yeah, this one's still like a lighter color with the paws. This one's obviously darker. So just remember guys, the signature one is more likely to be the darker one. There's this W and this one does not have a W. And there's the Unitoys tag. My finger, yeah, there it is. Two Unitoys. And then you got the Gans tag. Should definitely help, but I know scammers can sometimes try to put the tag on the other stuffed animals, if you guys know what I mean, if you know what I'm talking about. But just in case if they don't, at least you'll be able to tell by the tags, possibly. So next up we have is my Arctic foxes. I know I have quite a few of them. So we're going to start with the Living Nature one first. Alright, so starting with the Living Nature Arctic fox, if you look closely at their muzzles, this one is a little more rounded. I know this one's rounded too, but you can actually see the lines on the signature Arctic fox. See how it's got one line on this side, one line on this side? Its eyes show a little bit more than the Living Nature. I thought somebody said Living Nature was bigger. You can actually possibly tell by sizes sometimes. I could be wrong. This one looks like it's a little bigger. A little bit bigger. And you might almost not be able to tell, but if you just look at their faces, the noses will probably give it away. Arctic foxes on differences with the stuffed animals, I admit, are a little bit harder for me, but if you take a look at their paws, hopefully my camera will focus and show you. As you can see, the signature, you know how it's supposed to have black lines? I don't know if anyone notices. I think it's supposed to. Mine's used. I don't know if it does have the lines or not. I believed Gans had lines. Yeah, I think on the front. But look closely. You don't really notice them, right? My camera's not always focusing, I'm sorry, but you barely notice the lines. You guys probably can't even see it. It's not very noticeable, and there is its W. Yes, I know scammers can trick you, but just in case, there is its W for proof. This is the real signature with its GANS tag as well. But if you look at the Living Nature Arctic Fox, you can actually see the lines a lot more. They are more noticeable. Signature ones are not as noticeable. I think because it might have something to do with the fluff, I don't know. But yeah, you can see the lines on this one. I know the Arctic Foxes are a little bit harder for me to explain. I think the lines too, how it was made, is more noticeable compared to the signatures. And its Living Nature tag is right here, just to avoid anyone getting scammed. So this one's got its Living Nature tag for proof. It is Living Nature, and I don't really take the tags off. Like I said before, I don't take the tags off. If I could spot out any differences here. Oh, another difference here. You know how they both have fluff on their cheeks? If I could show you real closely. Hopefully you guys can see how this one's got fluff on the bottom part. This one's got fluffy cheeks too, yes. But if you look at them, I'm trying to show you closely as possible without too much blur. But this one, its fluffy cheeks are a little more up more. This one's a little more down more. Hopefully you guys can see this clearly. Yeah, see how it's more down? This one is more up, like it's more puffed up. It's facing a little more up. I don't know if this is making sense to you. I hope this is. Yeah, so this one's got cheeks that are fluffy but more down. So yeah, this one faces more down. I'll admit, when I want to make a comparison video, the Arctic Foxes I feel like are a little bit harder for me to explain. But yeah, this one's got noticeable lines, mainly.